So you have a host here. This is the New Relic cloud. This is the New Relic cloud NR. Okay. Now this is the one machine. It can be Windows or Linux. And then we install the Java. Then we install the Tomcat. Let me change the color. So this is Java and this is Tomcat. And then we got our application installed. Now, as part of Trace basically is a part of APM, application performance management. That means you have an end user which is coming to your website and you're trying to measure their performance, response time, and you want to find out if the customers are happy with your response time or not. Okay. So for that you have to collect that, right? So traffic will come to Tomcat through app, so you have to gather the response time. So for that, you know what we have to do, you have to install one New Relic APM agent here. Okay, I must remind you there's an infra agent installed here. APM agent will be installed here. Any traffic which is coming to your customers from here to here, this agent, the one which you install APM agent, will gather all the matrices, trace basically, and send it to the agent. And this agent will send to the New Relic, and then you are the person here. You can query the New Relic and and get all the data and see that which user got impacted overall, what is the performance and all kind of things. Okay, so first thing what you have to do, we have to have one node and then installing the agent, which we have it. Node we have, agent we have. Let me check Java in this machine. So Java is there or not? I think it's there. So Java hyphen version is there. So Java is also there. I need a Tomcat. Tomcat. So I think let me check if I have installed the Tomcat in the previous session, and I see it's already there. Okay, and inside the Tomcat I should have some application. So okay, I see that a Tomcat folder is there, but files are not there. So that means this files is fake, I mean old one. So I'll do one thing, I'll delete this directory and I have to download the Tomcat once again. So for that I'll go to Tomcat download, and this is a zip file, wget, and done. Now this is the unzip, and here it is. Now this one I'll go inside it and go to the bin and change the permissions, executable permissions, ch55. Done. So I have done it everything, and if I start, this is a command startup.sh and done. Okay. Now the Tomcat is also started. And how do we access it? So for that I need to have a website, I mean IP address. The question is, where is website, I mean IP address? So I'm trying to locate that uh, from here. This is the IP address for the website. Tomcat is running on 8080 port. So I see that 8080 port is running Jenkins. So here there is a conflict. So I have to stop this Jenkins. So system ctl stop Jenkins. It's a two application is running over there, and disable also. So next time it will not enable. Disable. And now I have to shut down one more time and start it. So shutdown.sh, enter, startup.sh. Now check that is running or not. So web Tomcat is running. So now it think it should be accessible. Tomcat. There it is. So now if you think so, you got the Tomcat also. Now I need applications. So there are few applications which is already there, which I showed you the last session also in Datadog example. So this is there, but it's not accessible because of they have disabled from the outside. So what we do in this case, I'll go to the directory web apps and examples as my applications and search for this file which is being used to control the view. And I'm just searching for it. This is the file, and here vi, and I'll delete this entry which is not allowing to access from outside. Done. Now if I click refresh here, the applications are accessible. So if you see that everything we got it, now what we have to do, this APM agent I need to place it. Because if I don't place the APM agent, this will not gather the traces. How do we do that? So for that, I will, though I know the steps, but I will go with the New Relic only. So that way you will understand that. So here, if you go for, there's a APM and services. Here also you have a UI. See here, here also you have added data. You can do that, or add data here also. It's up to you. So added data. Now, what kind of adding data you wanted? So here you have to do the APM, which is somewhere application monitor. Here it is. Now you have to decide what kind of applications you are having. So if you see that Ruby, Python, Node, what exactly? So mine is Java. So I'll go for click here, Java. Okay. And click on it. Now they are saying, hey, you have application installed. I mean, the application which you install in the on host or Docker or Ansible, Maven, what exactly? On host. Now I want to use the new key, and here this is the license key, API key, and this is the user key. This is not required though, but if you want to add it, that's up to you. And then continue. Now, which operating system? Linux. Now, these are the prerequisite I have already done so. For example, Java installation, and already done so. What is the framework on which Java application you are running? So these are the supported framework. If you see Cold Fusion and many more. Mine is Tomcat. So where is the Tomcat? Here it is. And then continue. Now they will ask you to add this. They will ask you to run this is the agent actually, APM agent. Okay, so you have to copy, you have to download and copy at certain locations. So you just read this. I'm doing it in front of you. So typically we do in the OPT locations. Create one directory, create a new relic, go inside this, and then copy and download. Now here this is zip file. You have to unzip this guy and unzip. Here, done. So now your folder is here. Okay. So this is the APM agent which I was talking about, and this is the APM agent configuration file, neuralink.yaml. So please remember that part. Neuralink.yaml is a APM agent, which you must need to remember that. Now, so everything I did it here, whatever it says, but application name what you want to put. So let's keep it a DevOps school application name. Now this whatever you fed right here, they have prepared one YAML file for you. So this YAML file you can, this has come from the backup. So move into the BKP and here copy this content vi new relic dot YAML, enter, paste it, done, save it. That YAML file, I want you to spend some time to understand all these things. It's very important. Done. And then finally, continue. And now last step which you have to do, create a set env. So create one file inside the Tomcat set env.sh. So before that, you know what? I should give the permission chmod -r 755 dot. That is missing over there, but I'll give it. And then go to the Tomcat directory and here bin, and then inside that copy this content. Okay, and don't run blindly. You have to use with the logic. And this you have to full path. So this is a OPT new relic. So this file you have to put in setenv.sh. So for that, vi set env.sh and enter. Done. Save it. Now you are done. You have to give the permission to this file also. That's operating system demand. And finally, we have to shut down and start up. Okay. Okay, so everything is done. I start up and now I want to check that PSFNEAF. Yep, a new. Let's see here. I want to check my Neuralink jar. I mean, I'm just wondering why. Set env.sh. Let me match this file name. Set env.message, and inside that, let's put calendar opt new relic.jar. I'll just check this path. Yes, and okay, this file is not there. How come? ls opt new relic. Ha 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 ha. Two times new relic we got it. That is a problem. So no problem. Vi set env dot sh. Both the any places whichever you feel you can modify. That's not a problem. New relic and done. I have to shut down one more time and start up one more time. And finally, I want to check this now. So PSF in here. Okay, so continue. So everything setup has been completed. Uh, you know, and you have to create some traffics. Uh, let's create a traffic F5 and this is a real user who's trying to experience your website. And now APM agent must be tracking each request. I'm pressing F5, okay, and then that will come as part of the APM traces. And here you need to come to now go to uh, this place now. Where's the APM? Here it is. And now you have to see that how's the experience. So I see that it has not come so far. Okay, it has come. I saw that. So if you see that it has come here, but it will take some time to formalize because there are lots of traffic had to generate it and all. So now you have to spend some time understanding each graph here. Okay, so many graphs you have here: when transaction time, you have apdex core, you have throughput, you have errors, we have transactions. Okay, we have distributed tracing inside, and so many features we have. So all this you have it, you will get it. But I want to focus on the traces, so let's go for tracing traces here. So each traces you can see here, and right now I see nothing has come. So from last, so let me refresh F5 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 F5. It takes some time, and I did by mistake. And go to traces, and no traces found. So just let me check that. It takes some time. Started under the APM and services. So now it started coming. Look at the DevOps tool, and here you have a complete and detail. So slowly you should get it. And now if you want to see the distributed tracing, here also you can see those stuff. And yeah, see here, hello world example I'm hitting all the time. See, so how's the response time? So 43 traces has come so far, and now you have to see that out of so many requests, these are the which request has a more durations. Look at this here, total durations. And if you find this 18 milliseconds traces, troubleshoot that. And this is a very good view for the programmers, those who are troubleshooting the response time, and they will be able to fix it. So guys, did you understand that, all of you? How do we set up a monitoring for APM, and then how do we explore the traces and all of you? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you alerting. How can we create alerts, and followed by how can we create a dashboard. So for that, let's go for here alerts, and you have to first create a policies here. So right now, alert policies. So I'm creating a one policies, let's say DevOps school policy. Now, whether you want the issues to be created as per the alerts per policies or per condition, because multiple conditions will fall under the policies. So right now, one issues per policies. That is okay. Setup notification, I clicked by mistake. I'll close this. Let me click. Okay, DevOps here. This is the policies I created right now. And now I have to feed the conditions into it. So what I'll do here, guided one, that's okay. If you want to write your own, that's also okay. And host, I'm doing the host based on the CPU and something. Okay, and then next, host or storage or processes. So host, and golden metrics, CPU uses or what exactly. So if you see the CPU is pretty high actually. If I see that, I mean it's not high. Sorry, 2%, 5% CPU. Sometimes there's a spike actually I see. And next, okay. So this is something which we have, and all this you will configure it. threshold you are supposed to configure it somewhere, and here this is the threshold. So when you want that to be added, critical or warning, two kind of threshold, and what label. So this you can set up a threshold here above 1, or let's say 30% I want. That means if my CPU utilization is more than 30% for that particular host for consistently 5 minutes, then I should get an alerts. And the next, this you can see CPU and save conditions. So likewise, you can set up policies, then conditions, and if it is matching, then you get alerts. And the alerts will be sent to your email, but there's other modes also you can configure it. So there's one alert if you see that has been triggered, which has created the issues, and this issues has been prior, I mean not now, later. So you can acknowledge this issue, close this issue, many other stuff also you can. So this is the way you can create alerts on Neuralink. Now, when it comes for dashboarding, here you can create a dashboards. Okay. So you see that few dashboard is already created. I will create one more. Let's say import dashboard. That's one of the easiest way to create a dashboard. Okay. That is something which you can do that. But I'll teach you one more techniques. So if you have a dashboard already, you can import the JSON code and you can get it. But I have some more techniques to create a dashboard, and that's much more easier, and which is you see here, app and visualization, sorry, the dashboard. So Neuralink has given you more than 500 dashboards to use it. Whichever you want to use it, you can go ahead. So for example, let's say if you want to use some dashboard for PHP, so or some anything as such infra system and all, so you can use this, and all this thing tutorials is there. I'll say simply done and view your dashboard. So you won't have a data right now as per the PHP application. I'm not monitoring it, but what I'm trying to show you is like quickly you can get the dashboard up and running. So quickly, that is a good thing about it. But let's say you want to create your own dashboard. How do you do that? So let me show you that part also. So here you click on the create a dashboard, and you want to create a dashboard using the pre-built dashboard, the one which I showed you, or you create a new dashboard. This is the dashboard I'm creating, DevOps, named with DevOps, sorry, something like that, and create it. Okay, so now you have DevOps and SRE, and now you have to fill the widgets. So there's many ways you can fill the widgets. Click on the add charts, and let's come on. So here you can write a query and create it. But let's say if you're not comfortable with it, so what you can do? So you can copy from, let me show you. You can go for the other way also. So techniques I'm teaching you. NRQL, you don't know what exactly you have to push it. Or let's say PromQL. So simple techniques. Go to query your data. Okay, and then browse this. So let's say I'm going for browse CPU and CPU host CPU percentage. This is the things. So what I did, I browsed it through exploring the data, and let's say if I like this one, and change the view whichever I want it, up to you. Okay, and I like this one, and then I'll convert into the query builder. So this will create one query for you. Here it is, and you can use this. So copy this, and oh, okay, from here also, by the way, you can send it to the dashboard. Where is this options? Here, bottom section, add to dashboard. Which dashboard? So sorry, something like that, right? Sorry, here, and this here is your CPU. So I just did this, and now you can see that those entry on your dashboard. So this is the dashboard, and see that this is from the last 30 minutes and so on. So you can keep adding the widgets here. So many ways you can add a widgets. One of the way I showed you. If you go to the APM, another way also I'll show you how to add a widgets. This is very handy actually in Relic. So let's say you want something like this. So dot 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 and add to dashboard. Simple. And here SRE dashboard. And okay, simple. And now let's say you want something from the logs. Okay. And here logs you have error. One, two, error. These are the one, two. So you want to convert into the dashboard. So dot 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 add to dashboard. SRE. See here. Done. You want something from the synthetic monitoring, and click on this. Okay, and you want, let's say, this one, Mumbai 0 failures 30 check, 0 failure 30 check, add to dashboard. SRE. And if you want something from the infrastructure, same way. Uh, let's say you want something like this one. So dot 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 add to dashboard, whatever it is. Sorry, same way. So now you understood that overall how to add a dashboard and create a dashboard. So yeah, this is something which we have in Neuralink. So what we covered, what is Neuralink, why Neuralink, what we are going to do with Neuralink, how to configure the infra agent and APM agent, how to explore the data, how to alerts, and how to set up a dashboard. And this is something which you have to do for your organizations. Any questions so far?
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.